Today on the channel, we take a trip back to The Empire Strikes Back with Luke Skywalker Bespin, Han Solo, and Hoth. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our daily Star Wars unboxings and reviews in 2021 and possibly beyond. And today, we take a trip back to The Empire Strikes Back with Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. But for all your Star Wars needs and a whole lot more, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. So we hit up these figures again. We're working our way through this entire collection of these Star Wars 2002, 2003, vintage era. I guess you could call them vintage. They're almost 20 years old at this point. And we're taking a trip back to Hoth. Beautiful this time of year. I was up in South Dakota this week. Very similar to Hoth. On certain nights, you're not sure, am I in South Dakota or am I in Hoth? I know I was confused for a little bit. But we're going to take a look at Han Solo first because I love Hoth and I love all things Hoth. And winter weather is upon us. Hopefully not too soon, but it's coming. But let's do it like we do all the unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. This packaging we've seen in the past, of course. We got Luke firing up his lightsaber, the Star Wars, nice border, very vintage collection-esque, vintage Star Wars-esque, but a cool Han Solo in his Hoth gear. We owe quite the debt of gratitude for old Han Solo in his Hoth gear. As you know, he cut open that Tauntaun and threw Luke Skywalker's almost dead body inside there to warm up. And we've all been hoping for a day we could run across a Tauntaun and warm up, but never seen one in my travels. Buffalo, deer, see some of that kind of stuff, but nothing quite like a Tauntaun out there. But big thinking for Han Solo on his feet. Thinking on his feet, how can I warm Luke up? And that's where his mind went. So very interesting times. Very cool scene that I always remember back to when I was a kid. But he does have a lightsaber. Not his lightsaber, obviously Luke's lightsaber. Very interesting. He knows how to use it, apparently. So like to see some Han Solo lightsaber action in the Star Wars universe maybe one day. We'll see. But you got the glamour shot down below, and it says, Han Solo, Hoth Rescue, lightsaber slicing action. Oh boy, watch out. On the back, we got a blurb about the figure, of course, but then we got the generic blurb. We got Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars logos at top. Glamour shot of the figure, of course. We got the cross-sell. We got the warnings. We got 10 Jedi Master points. Ka-ching. Ka-ching. Let's read the back, see what it says here. On the ice planet Hoth, beautiful this time of year, Han rides a Tauntaun into the chilling night to find Luke, who has not returned from a patrol. Han locates a badly wounded Luke, but when the Tauntaun succumbs to the cold, they are unable to return to the base. In danger of freezing to death, Han uses the creature's body as a makeshift shelter until rescuers can arrive. It's a beautiful scene, like I said. I guess I forgot that Tauntaun just got cold and just fell over and died, which was interesting. I'm sure all of his organs inside just kind of froze, and bam, that was all she wrote. But it's interesting that Tauntaun would freeze to death, but Han wouldn't. Yeah, Han had a coat on. Everybody loves a good coat, but I don't know. There's more to that, I think. Maybe I'll investigate one of these days. But let's get old Han out of the package here, right off the card. See you later. Goodbye. Knocking stuff out. Up high. There it goes. Boom. See you later. Got his mask fell out. What else is going to fall out of this plastic prison? Nothing. So there's Han in the plastic prison. Looking only like Han would look if he was in Hoth. Yeah, makes sense to me. Pull him out of here. Maybe I'll pull him out. What do we got going on? Well, now that's strange. So he was looped through the plastic. We don't see that very often at all. We got a lot of heavy-duty tape going on in here. Oh, sticky, great. Love sticky. And then you got, of course, you got Han's patented blaster. You can't have a Han Solo figure without this blaster. We all know that. See you later. Bam, there it goes. All right, let's look at this Han here. So Han, as far as articulation goes, the legs up and down, of course. Head moves, arms move up and down. He's got the waist, and it's got that waist action. I don't like these gimmicks on these 3 3/4 figures. Gimmicks on 3 3/4 figures feel like they're a Happy Meal toy to me. That's what I always think of. He does have a spot for his blaster on the side, so I like that. We can store that blaster there. Put that in there just so we don't lose it. So he's got that. I mean, it looks like Harrison Ford enough. I do like that it has his mask he can wear. So you just pop that on, just connects to his face, which is cool enough, I guess. And then the lightsaber, we've seen this lightsaber a million times over the years. It's just your traditional lightsaber. But now how does he... Oh, there it is. So there's that hot slicing action. He's got a little button back on his belt. And you can just spin him all day long. Oh, what hours of fun you could have with this one. Not really. He doesn't have a really good slice to him. It's kind of delayed. I don't know. Pretty gimmicky. We've seen this before with Luke and a few others in the wave. And honestly, these are my least favorite kind of figures that Star Wars makes. Feels like a Happy Meal toy, too gimmicky, kind of has weird posability with the kind of mechanism going on in there. It's just strange, but I guess it is what it is. You can put a Tauntaun over on the side. I think I have 3 Tauntauns in my collection, so I can throw a Tauntaun off to the side and just have him going to town, cutting that bad boy open, and then we'll try to stick Luke inside. But nice details is the jackets, everything else. I mean, it's kind of a little bit windswept down here. But it looks like a Hoth character. I could see some people just blending this in. Maybe it's not Han Solo. Maybe it's just a random guy on Hoth. Take the lightsaber out of him. And you got a random Hoth guy out there, which isn't always bad. He does come with his communicator type thing. I don't know what you call this thing technically, but a lot of nice colors on here. You got the brown leather type handles to it. And then you got the antennas in gray. Just some good colors. It's an alright accessory. I don't know where I'll put it on him, but it's an alright accessory. So it's Han, it's Hoth. It's about what you expect. Probably not my favorite. Nowhere near, actually. Just a little too gimmicky. A little too Happy Meal toy-esque. But let's take a look at Luke in his patented Bespin gear. Everybody loves Bespin. Cloudy this time of year is what I've been told. But there he is in the package. A lot of accessories with this one. You got a blaster. You got a lightsaber. You got kind of that like antenna type thing. You got the thing that goes on his hand. A lot of things in this one, and that's what we get. So you can see it there in the package. Very grimy, weathered, beaten up Luke look here. We haven't gotten a lot of these We haven't got a lot of looks like this from Luke in his Bespin gear. We've got a lot of Luke Bespin gears, but not this beat up version. So that'd be cool in a 6-inch Black Series one of these days. It's from the old Bespin Duel with slashing lightsaber attack, and I don't like the idea of that, but I do like his hand tricks there. As you can see, he can, hey look, my hand comes off. He gives you one of those, almost like the finger trick, but it's with his whole hand. On the back, usual blurbs. We'll read one of them, and then you got the Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars, cross-sell. Shows a little of that Happy Meal toy function it has going on there. So it is what it is. Let's pull it out, see what's going on, see what Luke's up to. See you later. Off the screen. Look at that. I'm a professional. See you later. Bam, bam. Did I even read the back of that package? I didn't read the back. I just got so excited to get this out of the package. Let me run it back. Let me read the back of the package. All right, let's try that again. Let me read the back of the package here. What am I doing? What am I doing here? As Luke battles Darth Vader in Cloud City, he rebuffs Vader's attempts to make him submit to the dark side. Submit, tap out. Wounded by Vader, Luke heroically chooses to plummet to almost certain death rather than yield to the dark side. Managing to grab hold of a weather vane, he struggles to hang on until his rebel friends can rescue him. And you can attach the weather vane to the top or side of a suction cup base. Oh, that's interesting. See you later. So there's a suction cup. Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. See you later. Once again. All right, let's get down to here. Let's get to the plastic prison. We got a suction cup with this. That's pretty interesting, I thought. I wasn't aware of that. I guess I couldn't tell through the package it was the case. Pull it out. Pull it out. Whoa. Lightsaber breaking apart on me. Oh, great. Love it when a lightsaber breaks on you. Perfect. Gotta get that hand. Don't want to lose that extra hand. Oh, come on. He's got a blaster, and it's actually not Han's blaster. I'm kind of surprised by that a little bit. Usually they kind of take that cheap road out, and they'll do that. Getting awfully handsy here. Can I get this hand out? His hand does not want to leave. It was happy to get away from Luke. See you later. Goodbye. So this is kind of cool, that weather vane right here. Let me put it all together here. Plugs together like so. An interesting accessory that we do not get ever before, I don't think. So it is something different, which always feels a little fresh out there. And then it has a suction cup on the bottom, which is interesting. So you can put it like this, I guess, on here. Or you can put it on top of a display or the side of the display if you would wish. Just something different. I appreciate something like this. This isn't something they're going to get the most out of their molds and be able to use over and over. Basically a one-and-done accessory. And I'm totally cool with that. I think that's a really neat feature there. And then you get Luke here, and like I said, Luke is looking beat up. He's looking weathered, tattered, and torn. Very dirty in his Bespin outfit. He does got that gimmick on the back where it just turns his body, much like Han Solo we saw. Not a lot of fun there for me. He does come with an extra hand, so you can put that on there. But it's cool. You can make the scene with him missing his hand. That was always such a pivotal moment in Empire Strikes Back for little Kyle watching as a kid. Like, man, I can't believe he lost his hand. That's crazy. And then you get this little back-to-tank type thing where you put this to kind of help heal his hand and everything. I think that is a cool feature, too, that I don't think ever saw before or ever saw again from this. He does come with this blaster, like I said, just your standard blaster. It looks like Han Solo's, but just a hair different. And it does fit in his holster, so that's where that will stay forever. And then, of course, we get the lightsaber, which I guess didn't break apart. It does pull apart, so if you want just the hilt, you can do that. But it's your typical lightsabers we've seen out there. We know a lightsaber by now, and we got tons and tons of them, but it fits in Luke's hand. There it is. And then he gets that slicing action, which I don't feel like I need the slicing action with this one. I think we would have been okay without slicing action. We would have been just fine if he just had his weather vane as the accessory and called it good, so he could just hang from there. He can just hang. Remember just seeing that, Luke. I can't believe he's just hanging out there in space like that. I mean, how's he going to live through this? But they pulled up, they picked him up, they threw him in the back to tank, got him as good as new. There's close to it as well. You got that robot hand. But a pretty solid figure. If you take away the gimmick, I like this one a lot. Something we don't get a lot. It's very interesting. It's a nice discussion piece, if you will. Han Solo, Hoth gear, same kind of thing. I don't like the action figure gimmicks of the button and all that kind of stuff, but I like getting Han and Hoth. There's not a ton of representation of this one over the years. We've had a few, but not tons. So I do like a little point of difference. And like I said, you can put him in your collection as just a different Hoth guy if you want to, if you're trying to build that army. That's my plan, at least. So there it is. You guys tell me what you think in the comments below. Did you have these figures? Do you know about these figures? Any comments from you guys? Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow me social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. So for Luke and Han, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.